Okay. I hear something clanging around over here. See it wiggling. I see you wiggling over there. Let's shuffle that. Look at 2 cards. What do we have? Fable Sentry, that's not too bad. And we don't want that one. That one's really expensive. So we're going to shuffle that one back into our deck. And draw one more, see what we get. Pretty good. So, ooh, that one's actually really good. So that one's going to pair nicely with, where is it? Where's the little one? Little wolf. There he is. Fey Wolf Pup. Alright, well, let's see. Sway this back around. See who goes first here. That's cocked. That roll was terrible. Alright, player 1 goes first. So, put these back over here. Yeah, they glitch right through the table. Gotta love latency. Alright, so that means that player 2 gets these resources. Camel, which is the name of the potion, gives you an extra currency, just one time use, and that one's for your magic. And 2 magic this turn. Get 1 endurance this turn. Once it's used, it's done. So you only get 1 chance to use it. So we go to the beginning. It is turn 1. So we can play a card because it costs 1. This card has +1, +0 for every young wolf token in play. At the end of your turn, if there are no other friendly creatures, like at all, summon a 1/1 young wolf. So, pack member summons a 1/1 young wolf. So there's one there. No way I'm calling something a baby wolf, so you got a token there. So this one, pack member, is an uncommon card. And then you got your token there. So not bad opening plate. I probably need to turn myself up. It's already maxed. Okay. So then we are going to play our only option. Well, technically, we can play. We could break our 1-time camel potion to get that card out because it has protect. But I think I want to get out of this Fey Wolf Pup. 0/1. When Fey Wolf Pup hides, gains +2, +0. But it has hide, so basically at the end of this turn, if there is an enemy creature in this creature's lane, it hides. So when it hides, it can't be directly attacked, although it can still be targeted by spells, actions, those kinds of things. So it cannot be directly attacked, and it hid because it's the end of the turn, so it gains +2/+0. Yes. Next round. Let's see what we draw. Stored surplus. Discard a card, draw a card. The other card is Nuzzle. Discard a card, the top card of your deck, draw another card from your boneyard. That's your discard pile and reduce its cost by 1. You have 0 cost something. Hang on to that. Ooh. Protective Wolf is the best play here. Other friendly creatures in this lane have +0/+1, and it has Protect. So I'm going to throw you down here. And that Protect button. Technically, I have all these over here to use if I want. So I think I will. I just like colors. And they'll have a little buff. Oops. Alright. And then 2 damage to face with these 2 cards. Go back over here. Excuse me. This card is no longer hidden. And we draw a card. Ooh, that's not gonna help. Yeah, we'll trade first. Wolf Pup into the Protector there, into the Boneyard, which these guys lose their buff. And then we will play the Protector to lock up that lane. Feywolf's entry has Protect and Hunt ability, meaning if it destroys an animal or a monster, then it procs its little bonus here, hide a creature. It's an uncommon card there. But that's all of the magic used. Protectors can't hide themselves because I'd be cheating. Oh. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Protector in play. Pack Mother has an error in the language. Just protect, engage. As soon as you play it, engage is the bonus that happens immediately. Put a 1/1 young wolf into your hand and increase its cost by 1. So we go up to round 3 now, and everyone gets actually 1 Magia. Because there's now 1 creature in the Boneyard. As long as there's 1, you have 1 Magia. 1 creature in the Boneyard equals 1 Magia. But it won't start to increase by 1 each turn until there's 3 creatures in a Boneyard at a time. Because it's 2 currencies, none of the wolves will have magic. So we don't need to worry about that. So Yeah, we could definitely do that. So you'll play a 0 cost protector there. Huh. Put a 1/1 young wolf into your hand. Usually this is actually not messed up like this, so just come on, scroll wheel, grab that. Nope, wrong one. I'll just flip it over. There we are. So this thing costs 2 now, because that costs 0, so I have 3. So I will discard a card, draw a card. So I will play that to discard the young wolf, to draw a card, because that will be 1. That one's not bad. Then I will play Nuzzle, which is discard the top card of your deck to draw another card from your boneyard and reduce its cost by 1. So I will discard to see what it is. Oops, sorry about that. Can I adjust the angle just a tiny bit? There we go, that should work. Hunter is a respite, or respite. Epic card. During your turn, the first time a friendly creature dies, choose a friendly creature with hunt. Its hunt ability is a destroy ability instead this turn, so not animal or restricted, animal or monster restricted. So that's the one we discarded, which isn't the end of the world. So we get to draw another card that is neither Nuzzle or the discarded card. So we will pull back. Ooh, not that. Where'd it go? We don't need any young wolf. Excuse me. We will pull back this guy. Protective wolf. Other friendly creatures in this lane have +0/+1. So now that card costs 1 less. So can costs 1 less. Just in the description there, so we don't forget. And that is 3 endurance well spent. So we're gonna just chuck the young wolf into the protector there on the other side. So the trade is unfavorable for the guarding creature. Ooh. I don't know. I don't like when it keeps doing that. Tiny adjustment. Territorial battle. Destroy a creature with 2 vitality or less. That's pretty good. So that means I can actually get rid of both creatures. So I can use this. That's 3. So use this creature to get rid of the protector. Just destroy it. And then trading this my 2/2 into its 1/2. So it survives. That was 2 endurance. And then I will use the camel potion to gain 1 endurance to then play this card. Fey Wolf has parry, so a direct attack absorbs the damage once. Parry, and then hunt, draw a random 1-cost creature from your boneyard. The only 1-cost creature we have is the wolf pup. Where's my parry? There's my parry. So, already low on resources. Okay. It's a tricky play. So I got a 2-1 and a 3-1 with parry. And all I got are protective wolves. So at best to come out is 3 threes each. But that does not help. What do I want to do? That parry is brutal. I think I will choose Nuzzle. That's alright. Although it is an ambusher, so that's a bit annoying. There's just another one of these guys down here that got discarded. So that means I can... Sometimes things take time. Well, either way I get 2 cards. Alright, let's just get the protector then in that case. It's kind of redundant. Costs 0. But it puts a 1 young wolf. Just kidding. A few more there. It costs 2. So it's either that costs 2 or the protector costs 2. So we'll just throw that down there. And at least one of them has protect. Predator's Paws. It's a tool, meaning it usually provides non-combat related abilities. Engage. The equipped creature. If the top card of your deck is Earth, summon a fresh corpse for your opponent or move the wielder. If it is Stellar, put a Carnivore's Jaws into your hand. So yeah, that's the best way to do it. So the thing to do here is we're going to trade the Feywolf into the Pack Mother for a favorable trade. The Feywolf loses parry. We get to draw a random 1-cost creature, but there is only one. So then we play the Feywolf pup. And then we will, that's for one, and then for another one, we will equip the Predator's Paws. For a little boost there. Guess I could have just copied the other thing. Now a 3/3, and we're going to choose its secondary option to summon a fresh kill. Because we don't need to move our protector. And then we will trade into the young wolf to give the, because it will hide on its own, there's no guarantee, so we will give, man, what do we want to give hide to? Technically it would make sense for the Feywolf pup because it can hide again. So we will give the Feywolf pup, we'll hide that one. So it's now hidden. Ooh. And gains a little buff in the process. Because we have in our hand as well another way. Ooh, jeez. Another way to, my goodness. Perfect. To proc that card, give a creature hide, which is not the same as hide a creature. So when this guy's hide is gone, we can give it hide again. So that one will start to snowball just a little bit. Hide still remains if it hasn't used it yet. Okay. Ew. So we just drew another ambush card. My goodness. Ambush. Stop doing that. We just drew another ambush card. Warding Bite. Ambush technically can be played outside of your turn, but we keep drawing those cards with this deck today. Basically, it reads reduce the cost of a creature in play to 1. So say it's 10, reduced by 9 to 1. Then deal damage to an enemy creature equal to the amount of cost reduced. So you would deal 9 damage to that 10 cost creature. If this damage would kill it, deal 1 damage to your opponent. So we can get rid of only this card with that. Because reducing this guy's cost to 2/1 would only deal 1 damage. 2/1 would deal 1 damage to kill it, and this one we can't reduce. So stinky. But I think that's the best play, actually. So we will play Warning Might to get rid of that one creature there. Yeah, technically it's 5. Whatever, it lagged and didn't let me do the rest of that. That's fine. And there goes that. Oh boy. Yes, I know it has a low bit rate. You don't have to keep telling me that. My head's tiny. That's right. It's fitting. Okay, so we just drew a very simple but That's gonna make me dizzy. Yeah. Dire Feywolf. It doesn't matter how zoomed in you can be. If you zoom all the way in, and then it's still gonna be that small when you hold that alt. So, Dire Feywolf, 4 cost 5 hunt, just moves. It's a big buddy. This guy doesn't have hide anymore, but that's okay. It's gonna snowball again. So we are going to deal 3 and 2 damage. Bam! It will hide again because it hadn't used it yet. Because there's technically an enemy creature in the lane. So it snowballs, and then we will play Dire Feywolf. So dealt 5 damage. These armor pieces absorb damage. Any damage in a single instance that is 1 to 7 will all be absorbed by 1 piece of armor before you can deal 5 more damage to the opponent. So currently there's an armor piece here. When an armor piece is broken, if you have cards in your deck that have ambush, you can play it for free. So whatever the top ambush card is, that's what you will get. If you're out of ambush cards, then you just draw a card. So let's see how much things will suck now. Okay. We just drew our mythical card, Ulva. Not gonna help much. Debilitate is lifesteal, drain, whatever you want to call it. So when you gain health, you summon a fish kill for your opponent to give Ulva +1/+0. It's a big body, but will not help. But we have 6 endurance now. Because that will have 6 next. So we could play 2 protectors and that, but that will not do anything. But it will get rid of some stuff. So we will play Ulva over here in the forest line where they can hide for free. Once. So that's 3, and we will play our 2 protectors here. Yay. Staving off the inevitable. This guy never get. Oh my goodness. Guess we're drawing pretty well with green today. So we just drew Cold Frost Footpad. A wolf 5 cost 4/3. Moderate stats. It does have ambush. So if you play it for free, it's a 5 cost 4/3. But when you draw it, gains +2/+2. So we just drew this card, so it is now a 6/5. So we can handily take care of Ulva over there. Big stance. Six, 5. If you're wondering what this other lane is over here, this is for monsters specifically. You can't play any non-monster creature in this lane here, which is the swamp lane. So we're just limited to 2 lanes with 3 and 2, so 5 creatures total. But that's a pretty good draw, and yeah, we can make this very sucky. So trade. This guy loses 3 health, but we'll move and hide over here. This guy will then trade into the other protector to give a creature hide, which will then hide this guy. To hide a creature. And then we will hold off. Continue to build that up. Oh boy. Well, this putting we just drew another Pack Mother with Protect, so that will actually force a trade theoretically. Force a trade to keep Ulva alive, because we can then deal 1 damage to gain a health back. Did I read that right? When you gain health, someone. Ooh. Nope. I'm thinking of something else. Put this guy over here. Gain some health back. It's just 1. I should probably grab the. Yeah, debilitate. Okay. Oh yes, we get our young wolf. Costs 2, doesn't matter, costs 0. And we throw our young wolf here that costs 2 there. Because we got free token. And then why not? I'll just play the ferocious wolf. Hunt, frighten a creature in this lane. Frighten just returns a creature to your hand. Alright, so that was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 5. Oh no, we're at 7 now. So I got 1 left here. So we have this little thing over here called Essential. I haven't been focusing on tokens for this particular match, but there is tokens you can generate for playing attributes. So the more attributes of something you have, the quicker you generate little tokens, which include all of these. So basically you get like a, ooh, wow, that's very large. You get like a little tool you can use. Gotta update just some of these. I gotta update some of these, but you get some potions as well for free, and these accumulate in your satchel. But for now, we're just using its secondary function, which is activating your Satchel. When it's activated, put the Satchel buckle into the Satchel to signify it's been activated. Because when you activate your Satchel, you draw 1 card. If your hand is empty, you draw 2 cards. And that's it. You can only do that once. So we're going to draw 2 more cards. Yo. So we drew Wolfpack Sentry, hunt, summon a 1/1 young wolf. And we drew Apex Wolf, overpower, engage, destroy a wounded enemy animal, or deal 2 damage to an enemy creature, hunt, frighten a wounded enemy creature. So, that's one of the legendaries. In this game, you can only have 2 copies of a legendary in a deck at a time. 1 mythic, and then 3 of the rest. 3 common, uncommon, rare, and epic. Ooh. We just drew a very wordy card. This is our first asset we've seen today. It's a mythic. Assets are played behind the creature board, and they provide ongoing benefits. This unfortunately won't help us at the moment, because you can see here it says creatures cannot be hidden, which is great if you're the aggressor and wanting to proc a lot of hunts. But when you have a creature that relies on hide as to snowball it, it's not very beneficial. But friendly creatures with hide have +1/+1, so they get a bonus if they have hide. But they can't be hidden, so you got to play around this particular card. During your turn, the first time a friendly creature hunts, summon a first kill for your opponent. So, can be good, but we don't have a lot of creatures with hide right now. Technically, this guy has hide. He's just used it. Oh, he's no longer hidden. So if we give hide to another creature, get a buff. But we don't want that right now. If a creature has hide and you give it hide, it overwrites it, like it resets it. It's a new instance of that. So, order of operations. We will hit I think I misread my own asset. Yeah, from the creatures with hide. Hello, Tolkien. I saw you fall through there. There you are, I see you. Latency allows for phase shifts. Excuse me. So we're gonna trade that into that. It's just what we gotta do. Actually, just delete that. So blam, and then we shall throw the 5 into there, which deals 1 damage, and the rest is absorbed by the armor. So, do we have any ambush cards left in this deck? I know we do. Let's just see what the top one actually is. It's Warning Bite. So now we get to play this card for free. Reduce the cost of a creature in play to 1. So we can actually destroy Did I actually grab that one? Hello? Okay, that was weird. We shuffle it. Warning bite for free. We can actually... Which one do we want to get rid of? This one's more of a guarantee. So we'll get rid of the footpad because its cost is reduced by 4, so we deal 4 damage to it. You might be wondering why that's a very weird interaction. Why would you want to reduce the cost of a card in play? Because there's a card in this deck that benefits from having a creature with modified cost, increased or decreased. So it can be offensive and defensive. Okay, so then we swing for 6. So we deal 5 damage, 1 is absorbed by the armor. And the next ambush card. Pretty good. We get our White Wolf. Ambush, hunt, you gain 2 health. Very simple, but synergizes nicely with Ulva. So, I will play Prowl on Wolf Pup. Wolf Pup will hide at the end of this turn, buff itself up to an 8/1. And that was not the smartest play, actually. Oh well. The smartest play would have been to give this guy hide and then play this. Who cares if it can't be hidden? Because then this guy would be able to take out both of these. But now it is an unfavorable trade. Oh well. Gonna use that next turn. Ain't gonna be a next... Oop. Did I shuffle? I can't remember. So I shuffle. Great. Drew another ambush card. Oh, that sucks. That's okay. So we have 8 endurance now. So we get to play our Apex Wolf. Destroy a wounded enemy animal or deal 2 damage to an enemy creature. But its huntability... Oh my goodness. Its huntability is frighten a wounded enemy creature. So... the best play here would be to... Oh, no. Because you can keep that fresh kill alive. So, we will deal 2 damage. With Ulva to gain 1 more vigor to then summon a fresh kill, which has hiddenness. Then the next best play, because you can hang on to the Apex Wolf for when you really need it. Destroy wounded enemy creature. So then we could trade... Because here's what you can do. There's a few plays. You can trade Ferocious Wolf into the Fresh Kill, which is technically an animal, so it procs Hunt, to then frighten a creature. You could frighten the big boy, or you could frighten the Fey Wolf pup, which goes back in, hides, becomes much smaller, has a free 1 cost. Not knowing what other hide shenanigans you got going on. The other play is to play Apex Wolf to deal 2 damage to the Dire Fey Wolf, and then or destroy it, and then frighten the Fey Wolf pup. Because then you could keep the White Wolf alive to then trade into the Fresh Kill and then keep that cycle going. That's probably the best play. However, you could keep some things alive for longer. So, let's see what happens. So I will trade, Young Wolf will attack and deal 1 damage. Technically no damage. I get an ambush card for free. Let's see here. The top ambush card was, let's see what it is. Ooh, that's so much text. Ambush, negate a creature, which is like remove everything it has. An enemy, if the negated creature is an enemy creature, summon a Fresh Kill for your opponent in the same lane. If it's a friendly creature, give it the Hunt ability of the top creature of your deck with Hunt. So we're going to just get rid of this engine over here. So it loses all its skills, and it loses its stats, and it becomes, I don't think I have negated here. I do have it over here though. So it becomes negated. Now a completely useless card. Enemy creature. Well, I can't. So, lanes are full. What's happening? You're jingling of coins. You done vibrating? That's a weird question. Okay, so that gets rid of that creature. So now, it's still those same options from before. And that's if we want to keep our health engine going, we have to keep this thing alive. So, we will destroy that with this. return that. Because we got another one. And we're running out of real estate. So, we will then gain 2 more health. That's what we can do. Pop this guy over here. Gain 2 more health. Then we'll just play the other one. And then our other wolf there. Okay. Hate it when it does that. Oh well. Pretend like it doesn't exist. Okay. It's only slightly annoying. So what do we draw in our infinite wisdom? If we have another earth creature, move another friendly creature in this lane. Not bad. I think that will just be the play. Because it will hide at the end of the turn. Hide +2/+0. Excuse me. I don't think that suppressed the sound of that. Oh boy. So we just drew Wolf Mother, which is not a wolf, the Vilkor, which is one of the Viking-esque people living in Varheim. Engage, summon a 1/1 young wolf in each lane. Friendly wolves have +2/+0, so they all get a buff. Which is great, except can't summon it to this lane. But our lanes are full. So we just have to hold on for a little bit and see what happens. So, order of operations. Deal 4 damage with Ferocious Wolf, 1 damage with Pathetic Ulva, and then we'll do 1 damage with Young Wolf to break that armor piece. That's part of the strategy, is how to attack, when to attack, to avoid armor. That is definitely a card to play for free here. So 5 cost for 3. So that was 4, 1, 1, and then we can do 2 and 3. Blam, blam, blam. So now we can hold on to our Apex Wolf and see what happens. Okay, I did not shuffle that. Oh, this does not help us. Brink of Starvation. Friendly creatures with Hunt may trigger their Hunt bonuses an additional time this turn. Got no creatures with Hunt, so that is completely useless. But we can make things difficult. So we can trade favorably here, technically. So we can play our Pack Scout in the sec. So we will first trade Cold Frost Footpad into Sentry. So no more tokens for you. And then we shall play this guy here to move. He's gonna hide, but that's not gonna matter. Because then we're gonna play our asset over here. So this little guy will technically get a little bit of a buff for 3/2, which will survive the trade with the young wolf. It has hide. No creature can hide anymore. Nothing hunted. So we're back like that. Okay, we drew another wolf, technically. Loyal Companion. This card, a little bit strange. It has Swift, meaning it can attack the turn it is played. And it also has Protect. So it's a defensively offensive creature. Loyal Companion's cost is equal to its vigor. So cost of endurance equal to its attack. So, I mean, its cost currently right now is 1, so it is 1. Hunt. Draw a random creature from your deck with cost equal to Loyal Companion's cost and increase its cost by 1. So this is where you'd want altered cost for this particular creature. We could use it to get rid of... we can get rid of everything, actually. Yes, we can. So we will play this guy, and then we will trade into this guy. Draw a random creature from your deck. So random creature that costs 1 in this deck. Don't think there are too many. Random creature that costs 1. I think there's only... Oh, that's the top one. that is the... Let's double check if that's the top one cost, then we draw that. It is. Because I thought we had another... There it is, pack member. Because the deck has been shuffled already, it's technically random enough. So, that synergizes nicely. Costs 2, meaning its vigor is 2. So that gets rid of that guy. I think we're at 9 or 10 or something like that. So it costs 1, and then we will play Apex Wolf. Destroy wounded enemy animal, frighten wounded enemy creature. So which one do we want to destroy? We will destroy this guy over here. Epic bite or claw animation. This guy will get frightened. But it can't hide anymore, so it can't synergize at all. And that sits that. Oh. Doesn't really help us. But we're looking at a card called Big Game Hunt. It's a rare card and it's an event. So events are powerful, more powerful than actions. Actions tend to target single creatures. Events tend to target or multiple creatures or affect the board as a whole. This one is one of the exceptions of an event just targeting one creature. Destroy an enemy creature to summon a fresh heal for your opponent. So they tend to be quite powerful. So we are going to destroy, of course, the Apex Wolf. And we get to summon animal token. So this thing is now completely useless. Still has hide, so it comes out down as a 1/2. So we'll hold off. Alright, so there's the companion to Predator's Pawns. We have Carnivore's Jaws, which says it's a weapon, so it tends to be more on the offense, +2/+1, rather than a tool which focuses more on vitality side of things. So it buffs health. Weapons tend to buff attack. So +2/+1, engage the top card of your deck is Stellar, trigger the wielder's hunt ability if there are no enemy animals in play. So more useful if you're fighting against humans, like all a deck containing only Vilcor, or if it's Earth, put a Predator's Paws into your hand. So there is a way to have dual cost wolves, but none of these are. So that is not a bad card to pull necessarily, because we can get rid of no enemy animals pretty easily. Let's see what happens. So we can start to whittle our opponent down here. So deal 2 with White Wolf and then 1 with Ulva to break that third armor piece. What other tricks? That is not helpful. I think I'll hold on to that. So we just drew Hungry Wolves. Draw Hunt and Prey from your deck. This basically generates fresh kills. So not useful right now. Unless we want to fill up the opponent's side of the board. Which you don't. But we drew this card, which helps us out. So we can actually play it over here. Would be the best way. Big Stance comes down as a... Technically, because we don't know what the opponent has. We don't know we can buff that and get the heck out of this situation. So that's going to be 5 cost, 5, 6... Yeah, let's play that. Copy that. Put the copy in there. Shuffle a copy into there. I didn't show you what it said. Basically, summon a fresh kill for your opponent. Increase the number of fresh kills summoned by 1, then shuffle a copy into your deck. Again, to generate hunting tokens if you're facing non-animal decks. That is all that can do. Wolf Siblings has +0/+1 for every other wolf in this lane. Hunt, give another friendly wolf in this lane. Debilitate this turn. You can actually win this turn. So let's see what happens. So we will hit 2 with White Wolf. And we will see what ambush card is even left here. It might not even be anything. Oh, there is. That's something to technically hold on to. Because negating it won't do any good. Okay, so then we will play Wolf Mother. Wolf Mother will buff all of our wolves. So this guy will become a 6/2. Ulva will become a 3/6, and this guy will become a 4/3 White Wolf. Just quickly, this won't matter at all, but it's cool to have the layout of the final board state. So 6, Ulva will deal 3 damage. And then we will equip Carnivore's Jaws onto our Ferocious Wolf, which will buff it to an 8/2. 8 is 8 or more damage in a single hit, will ignore armor entirely. So that's the goal when you're buffing creatures. You want to get them to 8 power, 8 vigor or more, 8 attack to skip that final armor piece to finish off your opponent. Green started strong, and then Stellar had the tools to recover. Nice. Let us do a board reset. That still won't go away, eh? Yeah. Whatever. Something's still jingling. I think it's something over here. Huh. Alright. Can do a rematch of that. Don't think I have updated assets for the Vilcor yet. So I really want to show that here. Because all the other art is either uncopyrightable or my own. So like this card back here is my own commissioned card back. It's beautiful. As well as the artwork that you will see in some of the Vilcor cards, but not all of them are finished yet. So I think we will cut these off here, and we'll just do one more wolf themed matchup. So blue is playing Stellar, so blue will switch to green. Hello, green. Where did you go? There we go. I think Scent Trail may have screwed over. Not necessarily. Little bit screwed over. There, the other matchup there. Come to library. So many. We'll just keep things as they are. Shuffle. Let's see, what do we got? We have the card we didn't see last time. We have a card called Share the Spoils, a 2-cost uncommon action. If you discarded a card or an enemy creature died this turn, summon a 1/1 Young Wolf from your boneyard to draw a card. Otherwise, summon a 0/1 for skill for your opponent to shuffle a copy of Share the Spoils into your deck. So that's pretty, it's a nice utility card to have. And then Carnivore's Jaws is also decent to have. So I will keep that mulliganed hand. And then... Ooh, we will draw this guy. We will draw a pack member so we can have some more tokens generated with a slightly better health. Oops. Hunting Prey is decent to start with. Feywolf Alpha. It's a pretty good one. Oh yeah, this card template is also my own. That's what I was thinking earlier, but couldn't remember for some reason. I was thinking, oh yeah, I have one art asset. The art asset that is my own is the card back, and also the card template you see here got commissioned as well by a lovely artist from Brazil. Fantastic work. So the Feywolf Alpha. Not one you're going to draw very often though. So, gonna have to, well, technically wouldn't know what the opponent would have. So I'm gonna hold on to that. I am going to draw something a little bit more risky to start, called Lone Wolf. It has hide, hunt, summon a copy of Lone Wolf. So things could escalate pretty quickly there. Could also go for the safe option and draw my wolf pup. Or a Feywolf Sentry. Because I know I'll be losing a turn here. Don't want to draw this guy necessarily, because he'll die pretty quick without setup. I don't have enough resources to keep that Feywolf pup going. It's an early trader for a 2/1, but I think I will draw Lone Wolf. Okay. Excellent. Beginning game number 2. It's going to be 2 out of 3, so we'll see what happens. And we'll go by deck. So last time Stellar won, so Stellar wins again. Takes this solo bout. That's just me. But we will play pack member, so we can get our wolf token to start at the end of the turn. Start off aggressively. That's a big one already. It comes out at 5 cost 6/5. Because green, if you haven't noticed just yet, it is more like a mid-range style. Yellow is supposed to be a little bit more token-esque and aggressive, but sometimes you don't draw what you need to make it so. So we can get this cycle going right away. Because Lone Wolf has hide, so we'll hide at the end of this turn. Maybe we can start setting that up. So this card here we didn't see last game. It's just Red Wolf. Nice orangish coat there. Engage. If you have another stellar animal in play, give a creature +0/+1 and protect. It can give itself. So it can come out as a 3-cost 3/4 with protect, which is pretty good. But I think of a proper play right here because we're a turn behind. So let's just hit face twice for 2 damage. We will throw down White Wolf, just so that trade isn't favorable there. For Lone Wolf, and we'll see what happens. I didn't want to draw those necessarily, but not too bad. Other friendly wolves in this lane have +1/+1. So we can be real mean right here, because this guy has hide as well. So 2, 3. This guy will hide at the end. I'm just going to highlight all of this, because this guy will hide as well. And we'll be trading this Lone Wolf into this guy over here, pack member, so it survives with 1 health. And then that guy hides and the cycle continues. Theoretically. So we're going to throw Young Wolf into Lone Wolf. White Wolf will deal 2 more damage, and then we shall play our 3 Red Wolf to give itself +0/+1 and protect. Yeah, we'll use these colored ones. Well, that shuts that down. Oof. We're drawing a lot of ambush cards, which is definitely annoying. If you're behind. But we got Hunting Lesson here. Negate a creature if it is an enemy creature. Summon 0 first kill for your opponent in the same lane. Yeah, we're going to negate this protector here. Bam. We're going to summon a fresh kill for our opponent in that lane. Because technically, these guys... Oops. I don't know what the heck I just pressed there. This guy will lose hidden. This guy will also lose hidden. But we will then trade into Red Wolf. It will die, but it will summon a copy of itself. Ooh. Which will then hide at the end of the turn, because we used an hunting lesson. Fortunately, we're going to lose those buffs, but we can hopefully keep the cycle going. Look at that. Drew an ambush card on the other side too. That seems to be the theme today. Yeah, so definitely do the smart thing. We're going to trade White Wolf into Alpha Fey Wolf. Lone Wolf loses the buff. Gain 2 health. Then we shall play share the spoils. If you discard a card or an enemy creature died this turn, summon a young wolf. Oh. I was like, wait, we don't actually have one, but we do. Because we played our deck properly and made sure we had one. So we drew to play share the spoils. Creature died. Summon a young wolf from Boneyard to draw a card. If we didn't have one, we couldn't do that. So summon a young wolf. When an enemy, we summon a friendly animal, give it plus. Ooh, that's a good one. So then we shall play. That cycle is going to continue. But I don't want a free trade. So we will play Hack Mother to get a 2-cost young wolf. Keep doing that even though it's right up here. Alright. 4. We drew a Protector, Fey Wolf Sentry. It's pretty not bad. Really not bad. So, yeah. Don't know why I just didn't delete those. It will die, but summon a copy of itself. Yeah. So that's pretty good. And then we will play our Protector over here. We'll hold on to our big boys. They're coming next. Alright. So we're going to hold on to the card we just drew. But the card we just drew is called Pack Loyalty. It's a legendary 3-cost action. Choose a creature. Draw a wolf of your choice from your deck with cost equal to the cost of the chosen creature. Not a lot of great options right now because it's either 2 or 1 cost. We don't want to spend 3 to draw 1 or 2. So we will hold on to that. But we will play this asset here. Primal Instincts. When you summon a friendly animal, give it +1/+0. Just thinking ugh. Yeah. Not good trades right now. So gets a buff, but that's all 5 endurance spent. That lone wolf can be nasty. Just check things. These are all right here. Guess so. All right. So continuing on to turn 5, round 5. We just drew a black wolf. Simple card. +1/+1 on a hunt. Just thinking of the best strategy here. Probably to trade Lone Wolf into this guy over here. He'll summon a copy of himself. Because then we're going to trade that guy. It doesn't really matter. So we will not play our big boys just yet. Because I want to get this Black Wolf out to see if we can build that up. Oh. Okay. Just thinking here. Because we just drew our Wolf Mother, so we can fill those lanes up again. And it won't be the most favorable opportunity because of that stupid Lone Wolf. But we'll play Wolf Mother over here. So a few more tokens. They're all gonna get +2/+0. So they're all coming down as 3/1s. And these two over here are both hidden. Grab you. Okay. So yeah, let's do it this way. So we will trade Black Wolf into that guy. Because it's always better to have more Lone Wolves in play than not. So we're going to make that trade. And then we will play our hunting prey. Summon 1/0/1 fresh kill for your opponent, then increase the number of fresh kills your hunting prey is summoned by 1. So we're going to get a fresh kill to play over here. Copy that. We're going to shuffle the combi into our deck, which will now summon 2 hunting preys, because then we can play Lone Wolf, which will copy itself. It will not be able to hide, though, because there's now no longer an enemy creature in its lane. But there's another one. And then we will play our footpad over here. Because we drew it, it is going to be a 6/5. And it is hidden. And that is endurance well spent. So now we're at 7. Not been keeping track of mana, because we don't need to with these wolves. I know that guy is good there. So we will play... Do we want 4 cost or 5 cost? We'll do 4 because I can get a little bit more value out of this turn. So choosing the black wolf so we can draw a 4 cost creature, because I don't actually think there's a 5 cost wolf in this particular deck. No. No 5 cost. So it's a good thing we chose the 4 cost, because I saw it back here somewhere. There they are. So, 4 cost, White Wolf Pack has block, so all damage is reduced by 1. When you summon a 1/1 young wolf, you gain 1 health. During each turn, the first time you gain 7 plus health, summon a 2/3 white wolf. Just realized that with this in play, those wolves should have been 4, so that would not have been a favorable trade from before. So, forgot about that. So that one would have died. And that one would have traded favorably into the other thing for 5/5. So that means the best plan would be to play this guy here, because it, not really. Well, yes, really, because it comes down as with a 6. So trade has to be favorable, because it will only take 1 damage from Lone Wolf. Buff 2 from Wolf Mother for 5/3, and then 1 more from Primal Instincts. Okay. I guess we drew another one. Thought I shuffled that better, but oh well. so nothing's hidden anymore. It didn't attack either. Yeah. One less damage does not take away 5. So, yeah. So we're at 7 over here, so we can just go absolutely ham. And if we want to, so I think we will protect our footpad over here. For 2, we have 5 left, so I guess we'll deal 2 damage with Lone Wolf. I do want to play footpad, but I think the smarter play is to do hunting prey. Uh-oh. Oh! That's some straight up glitchcraft right there. Man, it went into a drawer I cannot open. Hilarious. Alright. Let's pull that back out. Put that back in. Okay, so we'll pretend that didn't happen. So we'll copy that back into our deck. And that guy goes there. And so we then summon 2 of these fresh kills. One dies because Lone Wolf trades. And then both of them hide because the other one couldn't before. If I were to break the satchel right now, I would only draw 1 card. So that's why it's good to wait till your hand is empty. That's useful. We drew our Apex Wolf. Destroy a wounded enemy animal or deal 2 damage to an enemy creature. So it's a little bit tricky. The right thing to do would be get rid of the Black Wolf, unsummon Sentry, trade into that. That would be the best play to do here. Yeah, when you summon a friendly animal, so these guys, the enemy you can't get buffs on the tokens they summon for you. Has to be wounded. I knew that. I designed it. Cool. Fantastic. So I'm gonna put the jeez, card games are funny. Carnivore's Jaws on the fresh kill. It buffs to the 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 carcass comes back to life and attacks the black wolf. Oh, it's horrible. It's a zombie deer. Hmm. I think the best play would be to honestly get rid of these lone wolves. So deal 2 damage to that guy. This guy technically has overpower, so excess damage is dealt to the opponent, and I will frighten this guy. I would actually have to think about that interaction for my game here, because frighten returns a creature to its owner's hand. It doesn't technically count as drawing it. It just puts it in back into your hand. So I think that means this thing would be back to a 4/3 rather than be returned at full 6/5. That makes sense to me. So overpower wounded enemy creature. That's a pretty good recovery turn. But you didn't see that coming. Carcass comes back to that. Wow. No, it's not working. Okay. Sometimes it glitches like that, where you put it in and because you're hovering over it with the cursor, it doesn't unsummon properly. Alright, so, oh boy. Ulvan, Great Wolf Guardian. It has parry, overpower, and crush. Crush is a skill that ignores armor, which we have not seen, and by armor in this case, it's creature armor, not player armor. When another friendly creature hides, summon a 0/1 first kill for your opponent to give Ulvan, terrible pronunciation, +0/+1. So Lone Wolf cannot trigger. Actually, it can. That's brutal. So Lone Wolf will hit 2 to face. We will play Ulvan over here. Parry, overpower, crush. Parry, overpower, crush. Alright, and then we shall play the weaker one over here, I guess, because we still have the buffed one in our hand. So that takes us right down to 0, and then we will play, we will trade Feywolf Sentry into Young Wolf. Should have traded. Should have traded the Young Wolf, just slam it into the Sentry earlier. Because that sets up this interaction. Hide the Lone Wolf, which then means Ulvan gets to summon a fresh kill. Another token, it technically has to be in the same lane, to get +0/+1. Oh boy. So with turn 9, took a pause there to think, because we drew almost nothing. But we have Warning Bite in our hand here. And that is just enough right now to kill Ulvan, because even though it has parry, it does not prevent anything against actions. So the tricky thing here is, though, it will kill it and it will deal 1 damage to your opponent. So we're going to trigger an ambush here from the opponent, but we have to get rid of this card, otherwise it will start to snowball. So I forgot about that last game. Oh! What do we want to negate? Probably just negate the Lone Wolf. Apex Wolf. I guess just so it doesn't have overpower. But then it wouldn't be able to frighten a wounded creature. Which you might want it to do, actually. So we'll hold on to that, because it will not be a favorable trade. No, we will hold on to that. Play White Wolf. Yeah, so we're going to trade White Wolf into Footpad. Just makes the most sense. 4 damage will be dealt. This guy will be returned to its owner's hand. And Lone Wolf will keep cycling itself. Oh my. So we see the mythical creature in the second mythical creature, mythical wolf, in green. There's only 2. The second one is, oh my, come on, Windfang, a winged wolf. So Windfang has debilitate, so lifesteal drain, and it has flight. Creatures with flight can only be directly attacked by another creature with flight. Flight only lasts for a turn. I might tweak the mechanics to function like hide. At the end of your turn, if there's an enemy creature in this lane, gains flight, but that would make it less unique. So we'll keep it as is for now. So can only be directly attacked by creatures with flight. Action spells and all that other stuff can take care of it, and creature effects can also take care of it. Like summon, deal 2 damage to a creature. Now this guy has a cool ability. Engage, deal 2 damage to the top creature of your opponent's deck. If it dies, summon the top wolf from your deck. Hunt, increase the damage dealt by Windfang's engage ability by 1, then trigger it. So, if this thing kills a animal with its engage ability, it will re-trigger its engage ability. So, Definitely playing that. So first and foremost, we will play Wolfpack Sentry here. And then we will we will trade Lone Wolf into Fresh Kill. Summon a copy of itself, which will hide. This guy will not. And then we'll just keep going with Windfang over here in the forest lane. Oh, it deals 2 damage to the top creature. Oh, and look at that. Does not die. So, but we do get 2 health. And it does not trigger that. So, the most minimal thing that could happen with Windfang. So, Urva is now a 1/4. We're on the precipice here, though, of stuff happening. We are there. We're almost there. Actually, we are. Yeah, so this guy will get a buff. She will get a buff from Primal Instincts immediately. Let me grab that debilitate token over here. So there's that, which is great, because then we will. Sorry, we're up at 10 here. 7. We will play three more, which will be 4/2. Actually, no. We'll keep that in case, just in case we get that second creature. So for now, 4/3. We will trade White Wolf into Sentry. We will gain 2 health. Ulva will trigger her ability. When you gain health, summon a fresh kill for your opponent to give Ulva +1/+0. So she buffs to a 3/4. I got to remember. She's a 3/4 because she took 2 damage. Okay. And then we'll break our Satchel Use to draw 2 more cards 1 time. Discard the top card of your deck. Yeah, we can definitely do that. So discard the top card of your deck. See, what did we discard? Oh, Pack Mother. That's not too bad. So we get to draw another card other than those 2 from our deck and reduce its cost by 1. So we could. Oh my. That's pretty good, actually. I think we'll pull our our red wolf back. Although it doesn't really solve that issue. So we will... I think we'll draw our big boy back. No, we won't. Nope, we're going to draw a red wolf because technically this would be at a 4-2. That would be a 3-1. Lone wolf would get to get rid of both of them. So this guy's cost would be reduced by 1, so it's 2 cost. So this will be a 4-3. That's 0. But we will buff that up to... We won't. We'll buff itself. To have protect. That is all of the endurance well spent. Oh my. So, oh boy. That's pretty good. So we're going to negate. Oops. So no longer has debilitate. No longer is hidden. Which we will then summon a fresh kill because it was an enemy creature. Hello? There we go. This was an enemy creature, so we read Hunting Lesson. Negate a creature if it's an enemy creature, summon a fresh kill for your opponent in the same lane. So we can do that. So it's 3 back to 7, and then we will play Predator's Paws, which I think is an engage ability. Tap your credit, summon a fresh kill for your opponent, or move the wielder. If I was like really playing this properly, would have traded both into Red Wolf. This guy would die. This guy would technically summon itself. It would hide at the end of the turn. There'd be a free creature, and then that would be technically the proper way. So, if we want to try and playtest optimization, we can. I'm pretty true to playstyle up to this point, so we'll just ignore that one. I swear I'm actually good at this. So it's 5 reduced to a 4. So hunt, increase the damage. So now it deals 3 to the top creature. This one will perish. Deal 3 damage. Yup. Protective Wolf will take that 3 damage. So first of all, 4 health. And then it triggers. So if it dies, it did. Summon the top wolf from your deck. This could take forever. Okay. Has to be in the same lane technically. So we just drew Monstrous Wolf. Crush has +1/+0. Well, there is an enemy creature in this lane. There technically is one right now. And I would have to say, for balance purposes, hunt only happens once a turn. think I actually have that written down in my rules somewhere. I can actually double check that. Rules checking. Checking rules. Any day now. Mytheim CCG. Go. It's been a little bit since I looked at these, so make sure I get this ruling correct. Excuse me, folks, just double checking. Takes forever. There we go. Abilities. Hunt. Creatures with Hunt gain bonuses once per turn when they slay an animal or monster during your turn or survive the first attack from an enemy animal or monster during your opponent's turn. I don't think that's necessary. That last part, still on the fence about that. So once per turn, so it can't like infinitely proc its Hunt. So right now it still deals 3 damage. But it does summon Monstrous Wolf. And we still have enough in the tank to play Footpad. Should have shuffled that. I don't think I have any stored camera views. Fey Wolf Pup. That's a pretty good one, actually. That is. Alright. This is gonna get insane. Big stat 6-5. We will sacrifice their fresh kill because we don't want it. This thing will hide as well at the end of the turn because there's an enemy creature in this lane. So then it will gain its buff. I think that's all of the order of operations. Endurance well spent. Things are looking dire. Ooh. Okay. Think here. What have I got that can deal with anything here? This one's tricky. This one is tricky. I don't know what I got left in there. For cost, you know what? That might be okay. So Wait, there's no forecast. Hold on. 2, 3, 5, 1, 2. Darn. Might have to be 3. So let's see what wolf we have for 3. Could have been 1. Wasn't thinking though. Could have grabbed this guy. That was playing optimally. Oh, that would have been the best play. That would have been the best play. That would have been the best play. But I did not call that out. So instead, we are going to grab what we said we were. And we're going to grab a 3-cost wolf, because my brain went to red wolf for protection, but that is not the best play. Oh well. Does it say in this lane? Does not. Those fresh kills are screwing me up right now. Oh, they're screwing me up. Need to play red wolf. To buff up. Nope, we might be okay. Hold on. Oh, no, it's not. Because we played 1, 2, 3. Played Loyal Tactics. Brain's already forgetting what the heck I played. Cause, I think I just played Loyal Tactics. Yes. So at 11, played Loyal Tactics down to 8. I got ahead of myself. So then we, I think, oh, I hope I'm right about this interaction. So then we, no, I'm not. It's still not right. No, I think that's right. Hold on. If I'm doing this most optimally, it will be her first. That will be a 4-1. That is hidden. And then these will all be buffed. This will be a 5. This will still be a 2. It will go down to a 1 though. Because this will trade into the footpad. Yeah, no, it wasn't 100% right, no. But it's still okay. I think it's still okay, not ideal. Yeah, not 100%. No. The goal basically was to buff this up to a 3, all with wolves, and then it still would have been the same anyways. What am I thinking? It wouldn't have been a 6-5. Okay. Overthought that for nothing. It only gives +1. So we're going to leave it like that. See what happens. It's pretty risky to do that, though. Ooh. Ooh, that's tricky. That is tricky. I guess we got to see what happens here. So, Windfang, let's trade into this guy. It's going to deal 4 damage to the top creature. That's definitely going to die. No, it will not. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh, and Windfang's not surviving. Mm-mm. Oh, has flight. Never mind, it's fine. The other one's not surviving, though. Alright, then, so this guy will copy itself. These two will both die as they trade into Red Wolf there. It will hide, of course, because that's what it does. And then we will play Hungry Wolves to draw a Hunting Prey. There. That's technically all we can do. I could swing 4 damage. Oops. So we drew a heavily injured Pack Matriarch. Protect 3/6, cost 3/6. Hunt, destroy an enemy asset. At the end of your turn, draw a card if there is a creature in this lane with increased or decreased cost. No, the best thing to do is to trade into Scary Monstrous Wolf with Young Wolf. And then we play Pack Matriarch over here. Even though it only has 2 health. Because then we can trade... This guy will have 3. Nope, still 2. It's not ideal, but I think the best play is to trade Wolf Mother into Because if we don't, Lone Wolf will trade into Pack Matriarch, and then Hungry Wolves will get rid of our ability to gain health back. Although we might run out of that option next time. But it can only give Wolves Debilitate. So I think, even though it's going to take away some damage, the best play is to do that. Man, that feels bad. So we will move Windfang over to this lane with Pack Scout. If you have another Earth Animal in play, which we do. So the best way, of course, Lone Wolf into this Protector here, which will copy itself. And then we shall pray. I think we're at summon 3, so let's see here. Yeah, there's 2. So this will summon 3 fresh deer tasty meals. There. And then 1 will be shuffled into the deck. Finally reach 12 endurance. Then we will Windfang will proc. Let's double check what it says. Deal damage. It's still 4. Yeah, I know it's 5 now. Deals 5 damage. Oh wait. Yeah, deals 5 damage. I should write that down. Apex Wolf dies. That's a bad one. And then it summons the top wolf. Oh, it's Pack Scout. Excuse me. That's perfect, because I'll just move this thing back. Maybe glitch, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Can't remember if I shuffled or not. think we're cooked, as the kids say. Because Flight still needs to trade into protectors. Can't get around it. Unless there's a way to get around it, and there is, because there's a creature in this lane that will just trade into this, that will trade into that, that will continue to draw creatures. Oh, we can't even get rid of that lone wolf. So yeah, let's just deal 4 damage to face, out of spite, and throw this protector down here. But yeah, I think that's the end of this match. Green takes this one. 100% does. Actually, it would have had cover last turn. Yeah, no, it doesn't have it anymore. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Health gained. 6 damage is dealt to the top creature. Totally dies. And the top wolf of the deck is Black Wolf. We'll keep that in case there's an annoying protector. So Lone Wolf will summon itself after trading into that. This guy will finally hit face. Whittle down the deck even more. Ooh. That is just enough. Warning Bite will get rid of Windfang, reducing its con by 4 to 1, dealing 4 damage to it. Don't think I need to play anything else at the moment. Summon a fresh kill. Yeah, you know what? Put it on the one that hides. Get a little bit more survivability here. Let's see, get up to 3 and 1 for 3/3, and it will summon one of these guys here. Keep the cycle going. Keep doing that even though I have that glitched stuck over there. Oh, that's not gonna help at all. So you just see how far it goes. Brink of starvation. Oh my goodness. Too bad that doesn't mean anything. So let's just play it for the heck of it. Because then friendly creatures hunt trigger their bonuses an additional time. So that means we will throw this lone wolf into this guy. It will die, but copy itself once, and then copy itself again. It will hide. It will hide. Actually, this one is hidden. This one will hide. And then we'll deal 4 damage with Black Wolf. And we'll leave it. Yeah, that's not going to help at all. Actually, it can. +2/+1. Get rid of this guy. Bet you didn't see that coming. For the second time! If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened more than once. Okay. Best way to do this. Oh yeah, so weak wolf will deal 2. 1 will get absorbed, breaking armor. Which will then proc that guy. Okay. So then we shall do 4 with Black Wolf, and then 2 with this Lone Wolf. We will get another ambush card, see what happens. Oh, it is going to be another one, which we'll put over here. Another Ferocious Wolf. Because then we will deal through. Screw it. These will all get a buff. They can't hide anymore. But nor can the enemies. To deal 4 more damage. These guys also have buffs. They're technically 6/2s right now. Because of the double Primal Instinct. And then we will play play Territorial Battle, destroy a creature with 2 vitality or less. These guys both have 2 vitality or less, so one of them will be destroyed. Don't know if I shuffled, so I will again. Getting down to the end. Oh my goodness. We will play our Mythic that we just top decked. Gold Claw. A 9-cost 8/8 with Crush and Protect. Hunt, summon a wolf from your boneyard at the end of your turn. If you have a young wolf in play, summon a fresh kill for your opponent. Goldclaw fights it. I wish we had a young wolf in play. But for now, this big boy will close off this lane. Don't think it will mean too much, but we will see. It does not, because we just the opponent top decked the answer. Like, perfect answer. Absolutely perfect answer to that problem. Man. So, Lone Wolf trades into that. Unfortunately, that means we're going to have to get rid of... Yeah, so you know what? We'll just hit for... Can't hide anyway, so... Yeah, we'll trade into this guy. It's more or less perfect. It's not 100%. Because it will summon a copy of itself, but we're going to sacrifice it. So we can move Black Wolf over here to trade into Gold Claw. And just leave it. Damn. So, another protector, Matriarch, destroy an enemy asset. But it's a 3/6. Gold Claw didn't last long. The back Matriarch is in the way now. Oh. Choose a friendly creature. This turn it may attack a hidden enemy creature in any lane and has overpower and has Reeve Hides. Creatures cannot be hidden. But that's okay. A hidden enemy creature in any lane. Actually I can't use that. So may as well continue to whittle down my opponent, because if I still have a bit of board presence. Oh my. Yeah. Let's address that. Can't be hidden. Now the question is, do I want... I think I want to keep that there, because I want them to destroy this asset, actually. Because it's not going to be beneficial with no more lone wolves. So, I will not throw my lone wolf into the matriarch. I don't think I shuffled. See? It does that. I don't... Yeah, I think that's... Yep. Mm-hmm. We're actually going to deal 5 damage. We're going to throw Ferocious Wolf into this guy to unsummon Lone Wolf, and you might be wondering, what the heck? So, it'll make sense in a moment there. We will discard, oh boy, yeah, okay, that's not bad at all. We will discard the top card of our deck to draw another card and reduce its cost by 1. So this will be reduced by 1, and we're going to get back our card that we lost. Or we're going to... Hold on. In play or in this lane? Okay. So we gotta play him over here. Crush and protect again. That's alright. I know he has crush, so we'll just put protect there. And Matriarch will draw a card at the end of the turn. And they'll have that engine going for a while. Doesn't matter how many it summons now, because it can now fill the board. The hunting prey. Oh boy. Oh. Damn. You can't summon a wolf when there's all these fresh freaking kills all over the place. So I'll get rid of one of them. Can't hide. But won't actually die to Lone Wolf. Can survive that trade due to its block. I know it's my health engine that's gone. Alright, let's deal 10 damage with Gold Claw. At the end of the turn, I'll draw a card. Okay. Oopsies. Don't want that. Oh, man. Yeah, here we go. 4. Let's break that last. Armor piece does not have... Okay. Any more cards? So we're going to draw... Oh, it doesn't actually, it's not useful. 5, and then we're going to sacrifice Lone wolf. Oh, no, we're gonna hold on to that. No. Just in case I forgot to shuffle. Oh yeah, I didn't need to. Oh well. Engage mend an animal to summon a. Nothing's injured here. Damn it. Alright, let's see what happens. Broke 2 armor people. Smashed right through. They still break if they get smashed. They just don't absorb damage. But I think... Ooh, I think that's all of the ambush cards here. So, it just draws a card instead. Oh, that's entirely useless. Put the footpad over there. I don't think I need to mend an animal to summon a lone wolf, so... I'm not gonna gain health. I gotta get rid of that thing though. So get rid of that. Just because it has move stuff, I will throw down my protector here, and I don't need my fresh kill. So this guy's cost equal to vigor. Vigor is going to be 3. So its cost will be 3, but it has protect. I'm not gonna worry about swift, because I'm not gonna attack. And I think with those protectors, lock it down. Draw a card at the end. I'll look at that. Potential health gain. Oh, that's it. That's game. Stellar came back. Oops, didn't mean to grab this guy. Because he technically won't die. He'd survive, and then, yeah. It's one turn away, though. One turn difference. Because drawing a card wouldn't have been useful at all, but... Oh, Gold Claw will smash right through those last 2 armor pieces for the victory. Which is nice to see, because Stellar has been struggling a little bit compared to Green, but it just run 1-2 in a row. Good ol' Gold Claw. Didn't get to see his ability proc, though. Summon a wolf from your boneyard. Because of these stupid fresh kills being summoned everywhere. Yeah, but there we go. 2 out of 3, 2 for 3. Stellar Wolves takes the victory in a very close match. Those armor pieces came in clutch, of course, but that top deck with Gold Claw, which was then immediately answered by a top deck from the other side, which was then immediately answered by a top deck on the Stellar side with Nuzzle, able to get Gold Claw back with modified cost after top decking Pack Matriarch, because without that, I would have had 2 health left probably, or none at all. So, very close matches. That was super fun. But yeah, we'll definitely end it there. Thank you very much for checking this out. If you were here tonight, or you will check this out later, I have my own CCG in Tabletop Playground here instead of Tabletop Simulator because it's a little bit more newer and modern. And let me know if you want more of these. I'll definitely be happy to continue playing this game on stream for you, this demo, Mytheim. And I hope you have a good rest of your weekend.